Hey, Phantomaniacs, welcome to the final day of ThunderCats Week here on the Needless Things YouTube channel. And please do remember to check out tomorrow's brand new episode of the Needless Things podcast, available wherever you get your podcasts. We have the fourth and final figure from the first wave of Super 7's ThunderCats Ultimates line right here in his wonderful brown mailer box. We're going to open him up now, and poor old Jackalman only had one vote at the time of this recording in the Needless Things podcast Facebook group, which you should join, by the way, if you want to vote on how we do things here on the Needless Things YouTube channel. Let's open this up and take a look at the basically fourth, almost identical box we've looked at this week, but I have a feeling this one is going to have something a little different. Oh, it's got that evil Mumra logo on the front, that nice embossed, shiny, metallic look. Fantastic. See Jackalman in that tab right there on the slipcover. And then on the back, ThunderCats, and the top, the Ultimates designation that's on the top of all of these Super 7 Ultimates figures. Very classy packaging for a very classy line. Let's slide that slipcover off and take a look at the evil Jackalman. Love this big window that wraps around to the sides, gives you a look at all the accessories and the figure and everything else. But as I've said before, this is a collector line that people are pretty much having to buy online. So honestly, throw this stuff in a plastic bag as far as I'm concerned. I am not a packaging guy, although I can appreciate good packaging. On the back, we've got some great art going on here. And a little bio, which I love when figures have bios. It's kind of a letdown to me when there's just no text whatsoever on the back. Jackalman. Loyalty is very important to Jackalman. Unfortunately, he's only loyal to himself. As a member of the mutants, enemies of the ThunderCats, Jackalman leads the Jackalmen, a group of humanoid jackals from the planet Plundar. Jackalman's real name is Kanar, and regardless of his name, there's no question that this scavenger is a conniving coward whose intentions can never be trusted, except when it comes to him using any means possible to destroy the ThunderCats. Wow, that's a lot of information. Kanar. I don't think I knew that. All right, let's pull out our trusty 1964 box cutter, slice right through that single piece of tape, securing Jackalman. Take a look and see what we've got here with this evil mutant. And I like the mention of he leads an army of Jackalmen. So it's like, so kids, if you want to get a couple of these, we got a lot of weapons options. Maybe you need more than one Jackalman. So I have been binging ThunderCats on Hulu. I've taken in a lot of ThunderCats, and I don't necessarily know, I don't, off the top of my head, remember what all the books and all the different accessories are called and everything like that. If anything has a specific name, feel free to leave a comment below, and I'll respond to all those comments. I always do. And if you've got anything that you'd like to see opened up here, just to get my opinion, get my thoughts on, let me know. I'd love to hear it. All right. Lots of accessories. A trademark. And of course, as was mentioned on the biography, Jackalman is just one of a massive species of jackal men. So he's one of the OG bad guys from ThunderCats. One of the cool things about the show is that over the course of time, they met all kinds of different enemies and friends and creatures on Third Earth, and they would bring old ones back, but also introduce new ones all the time, and I loved that consistency. And Jackalman was a constant thorn in their side, along with Monkeyan and Slithe, the other two that were there pretty much from the beginning. The figure looks absolutely great. You can see right here this neck piece. This is all actually one connected piece to give him a different profile from another figure that might use a similar buck. I could see Vulture Man and Monkeyan perhaps being on this same buck. Monkey might be a little thicker. I don't know, though. I don't know. Whatever the case, he looks good. He's got his loincloth, nice articulation here. Everything feels very solid and moves freely. Very happy with the design. Look at all the paint and sculpt. Just bringing all of this character's detail together. Just looks really, really nice. Cool arm band. Well, so he's got this like cheetah print on here, which is a little gruesome considering there is also a race of cheetah people from Thundera. But it does look like a hard plated armor to deflect attacks or whatever. And you can see his left side is armored and his right side is freed up to wield. What's he going to be wielding? Oh gosh, here we go. Little scary always. Switching those pieces out. So we have a hand here, one of the extra hands, or alternate hands, sculpted to hold the various instruments of plunder, or plundar, that are included with Jackalman. And we have a club, which I think is the thing that the original figure came with. But the club, tons of intricate detail on there. I love the sculpting of this wood grain. It has a very like fantasy epic look to it. And then this spike sticking out of the front, which is pretty unreasonable. However that's attached or whatever, but looks awesome. I'd hate to get clocked in the head with that. Great piece. The long axe that I believe is commonly associated with Slythe, but also looks right with Jackalman, so you can see how caught up I am on, or not, how refreshed I am on the original ThunderCats. But just look at the sculpting here, this wood grain, all of the sculpted detail up here, and then the fact that this blade is actually painted a different color from this piece that's holding it in place. Just the artistry involved in this and the pride that these creators, these artists at Super 7 are taking in their work is really just stunning. And then we have a sort of, we're going to need the other hand back on for this one, I think. Let's see here. Kind of a space musket. I loved how ThunderCats had its own unique aesthetic. It wasn't quite the Masters of the Universe sword and sorcery aesthetic. It was something a little different and unique. It was almost kind of steampunky. Let's see how well he can hold this with two hands. I'm going to guess fairly well. Ooh, get that pinky in there. There we go. Well, there, you get the idea. We don't want to sit here struggling on YouTube to figure out. Cool, there we go. Exactly like they might have held it in the show. Rampaging through the walls of the halls of the Cat's Lair. Love that. It's even got a little divot in the front there, so it's not just this flat piece. Looks great. And then a couple more weapons. Got more of a space pistol looking piece that actually has a metallic look to it. Looks very nice. And one more, and this one seen in lots of episodes of the show. This is the pistol that the mutants, I think, most commonly are seen using. Goes right into that hand. All of these hands are very soft plastic, so it's not a problem sliding these weapons into them or switching them in and out. They're very flexible, but this has this cool dual barrel up front here and this squared off end. I really like this weapon a lot, and I'm thrilled to have had it included with Jackalman. And Monkian and Slithe also, or actually, I'm thinking Vulture Man might have been announced next. I'm not sure if we've seen Monkian. I know Slithe is on the way. But anyway, the other mutants also have a large assortment of weapons. So honestly, I'm hoping they all come with these sort of standard issue mutant weapons. And then finally, because we can't have Jackalman just standing here looking, I don't know if that's a thoughtful look, but kind of vacantly aggressive. So what we need, and you can see where this collar piece kind of fits over the neck right there. So what we need is angry, violent, aggressive Jackalman, ready to fight and undoubtedly be defeated once again by the mighty ThunderCats. I really like this figure a lot. If they weren't $45 a piece, I would consider buying multiples of this, especially if I don't know if I'd be interested in a troop builder pack or not. They all do, when they show in the intro for the cartoon, all of the various Jackalmans and whatever Slithe species is and Monkian, like they all look pretty much, they're all dressed like exactly the same. So, I don't know. I wouldn't be that into 4 guys that look exactly like this, but this figure looks phenomenal. You can see the feet have the full range of articulation there. They've got the painted on claws. I do wish the hands had the claws painted, though. That's an interesting omission. I just noticed that. Let's see if I can give you a close-up. It doesn't want to focus on the hand. There we go. A little odd that those claws are sculpted but not painted. But still, otherwise he looks great. And look, I could turn around and watch some more of the cartoon right now and perhaps see that his claws are the same color as his hands on the cartoon. That wouldn't surprise me a bit. So super happy with this guy. I really don't know. Like I said, I really picture Slithe with that big axe. So, and I think of Monkian with the club, although he may have something entirely different. But I think Jackalman here. Ooh, how about that laser tag or photon? Was it photon? That was the other laser tag. So I think maybe this is what Jackalman's going to get, but I'm not sure. The cool thing is there are plenty of options for me to take a look at, and they're all good. Thanks for watching, you guys. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about Needless Things, and keep an eye out for more unboxings here every single week.